Yo guys, Codelife here. So in this video today guys, I wanted to let you all know about this new keyboard called the Wooting Keyboard, which gives you full control and movement in Fortnite without needing any sort of external joystick like the one I did a video about a few weeks ago. You don't need any sort of third-party software like emulators or macros. You don't need any sort of crazy keybinds in the keybind section of Fortnite. All you guys need is this normal looking keyboard, and I'm not even joking. That's right guys, like I just said right there, I'm not clickbaiting here, I'm not joking. A company called Wooting actually came out and told me about their new keyboard in this video on screen. Now before I play this video guys, I do want to say that this isn't sponsored. They literally just told me about how they're bringing something to the market that no other keyboard manufacturer or company has done before. Like they've literally made a keyboard guys that can give all of us on Fortnite full control and movement without needing any of that nasty stuff that can get you banned in the game. So yeah, with you guys knowing all of that and knowing this is not sponsored, it's just an informational video that I feel like all of you guys and all of the pros need to be aware of right now. I just wanted to let you all know that. Now let me play this video for all of you.
I heard you had double movement issues. This is your normal keyboard movement. This is Wooting's keyboard movement. And this is because it's a controller and a keyboard. Rolls, no problem.
And yeah guys, as you've seen right there, somehow they've developed a normal looking keyboard that gives you full god movement. And no, I'm not talking about double movement where you can only move diagonally. I'm talking about the full 360-degree movement, which is the best movement because you can literally do stuff you can't do on a regular movement keyboard, such as run and build sideways. You guys have seen that, you absolutely love it. And then on top of that as well, you can do so many other things, like literally dodge your opponent's shots. Like you can literally guys duck underneath them because of this god movement. It's insane. But yeah, going back to the Wooting keyboard itself, I'm not gonna lie here guys, when I first got told about it and reached out by this company, I straight up asked them, I went, how is this even possible? Like right now, as you guys know, if you have watched my previous videos, you guys will know that you have to do one of two things to achieve full controller movement on keyboard and mouse. The first thing is to tape your keycaps together to achieve that movement. You guys know we've seen Bugger and many other pros do this. And then the other one is to actually buy an external joystick that sits next to your keyboard. That's what we've seen pros like Martos and many others do as well. But yeah, fast forward to a few hours later guys, after I did reach out to them and ask them that question of how it worked, they got back to me guys and they basically said that their keyboards are composite devices, which means they are made up of not just one input, but 3 inputs instead. On a regular keyboard, this is made up of one device, that's the HID keyboard, whereas on the Wooting keyboard, that's made up of 3 devices, a HID keyboard, a HID Xbox controller, and a HID generic game controller. In addition to the back end of the keyboard that I've just went over right there, the front end of the keyboard is pretty interesting as well, because on this Wooting keyboard, the switches for it actually register as analog inputs. Yep, that's right guys, this means that you are able to decide how much pressure you want on the input itself, depending on how far you press down with your finger on each key. What's cool about this too guys is the fact that it's customizable via their own utility software. In there you can change the actuation point and remap the keys too if you want to. I will mention as well guys that you do not need this software, you don't need to install it. All it's there for guys is to give you that extra bit of control. You'll see it on other softwares, like obviously Razer have got one, SteelSeries have got one. All it does is let you change the actuation point, remap keys, and do a couple of other things like change the LEDs and things like that. Like I mentioned at the start though, no way is this necessary or needed. So yeah guys, now that we know how this keyboard works, that brings me on to the final part of the video, and that is this keyboard allowed and should I buy it? Well, to answer the first question guys, I honestly cannot see why this keyboard would not be allowed by Epic Games. Like in my opinion, I think it gives a straight green flag. I think it will be allowed, and Epic Games will come out and tell us all that. However, right now, Epic Games have not officially stated that this keyboard is allowed or is not allowed. I know on their recent blog post, they mentioned that macros are bannable. I mean, we all already knew this, but they came out and officially stated it. But in that blog post itself, they didn't mention anything about this keyboard, with it being not allowed or allowed, and they also haven't mentioned anything about this in their terms of service / rules. I myself, I took a look through both of them, that's the rules and the terms of service, and I couldn't see anything being mentioned about this keyboard or what this keyboard does. I'm pretty sure that's because it's so new and no other keyboard manufacturer / company has done it before. So with that being the case, Epic Games will either come out and say it's bannable, or they will not say anything at all. In my opinion, I don't think it will be banned, as all this keyboard is doing really, guys, is essentially registering as an analog keyboard. That's literally it. Still, at the end of the day though, Epic Games need to address this, and they need to let all of you guys know if it is allowed or not, as obviously you probably will be on the fence of buying it, considering that. Now on to the other question, which is, should you buy it? And well, for this one, guys, it's really up to you to decide. I myself, I really want one, and I probably will buy one, but at the same time, I am risking the fact that Epic Games could not like this, and they could ban it. As I said, right now, nothing's been stated, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy it and try it out, as the advantages you get with it is insane. As all of you know, you get full control of movement without any sort of external software or peripherals. All it is a normal looking keyboard that looks nice, that has fast switches on par of other keyboards on the market. It has low latency, and most of all, again, it just looks perfectly normal and performs perfectly normal too. But again, it's got one more hidden advantage, and that is the full control of movement. But yeah, guys, with all that considered, I myself, I'm going to pick one up, and to be honest, I can't really recommend if you guys should or should not, as I don't know if it's officially allowed by Epic Games just yet. As of right now, I will say that you need to buy this keyboard at your own risk. You've got to know, guys, that if you purchase it, it is possible that in a week or two, Epic Games could come out and say, we don't like this, and we don't want anyone using this keyboard. Anyways, guys, I thought I would just do a video to let you all know about this keyboard, as I know for a fact it's going to be a keyboard that every single pro player is going to be using as we speak. Like, I'm not even joking, I bet so many pros have ordered this keyboard already, and I bet a ton more will once Epic Games come out and give us all the thumbs up, or again, don't say anything at all. Until then, guys, it's really an open book, we don't know what will happen, so again, for the final time, buy this at your own risk. That's all from me today, guys. Hope this video was informative. I hope that you all learned something new, and if you do buy this keyboard, I hope you all have amazing movement. I myself, I can't wait to get that crazy movement, and I bet all of you are excited just as much as me. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.